The National Population Policy of 1976 was not intended only for specific regions of the country. It was declared by the Union government as a policy for the entire nation. However, many states failed to implement it effectively. Our states, on the other hand, have implemented it commendably. The Union government has praised us time and again for our achievement. Yet the same Union government is now punishing us for having achieved the target and going beyond it. The approach seems to be, now you have a smaller population, so now you deserve lesser funds and lesser representation. This is deplorable. Our states, which have implemented the national population policy with dedication upholding the broader national interest, are already being punished in another way. This punishment is in the form of cutting short our share of taxes that is constitutionally due to us. Our decreasing population is being cited to justifying it. Kerala's share, which was 3.875% during the 10th Finance Commission, has now dwindled to a paltry 1.925% in the 15th Finance Commission. Effective implementation of population control measures invariably leads to rise in the public health spending. However, while devolving funds, no special consideration is given for the same. If our parliamentary representation is further reduced, while our share of the nation's wealth continues to decline, we will face an unprecedented situation in which both our rightful share of funds and our political voice to demand them diminish simultaneously. It is in the recognition of the gravity of this issue that we, that is Kerala, Tamil Nadu, Andhra Pradesh, Telangana, Karnataka, Odisha, West Bengal and Punjab, are now uniting in protest. We are gathered here at the invitation of the Honorable Chief Minister of Tamil Nadu, Thiru M.K. Stalin, to mark the beginning of our coordinated resistance by forming a joint action committee.